Hi, mathematicians. So welcome back for Number Talks. Today, as you can see, we're going to have a string of equations, and they're going to have three addends. Right. So looking at this equation, 8 plus 4 plus 18, what strategies are you thinking of right now that came to mind? Put them on your chest. How many you're thinking of? Good. And you can share with a partner or a family member what your strategies are to solve this. Now, thinking of strategies that I know well, I know making a 10, I know making a friendly number, I know that I can use compensation, but I see two add-ins here that are close to a friendly number. So I'm going to bring both of those to that friendly number. I'm going to add 2 to 8, and I'm going to add 2 to 18. Okay, so all I did was add 2 to this add-in and 2 to this add-in. Just going to put paren around it so you can see. So now that's going to give me 10. I'm just bringing this add-in down. And now 18 plus 2 gives me 20. I made friendly numbers. I saw that two add-ins were close to friendly numbers, which is why I brought them to those 10s. So I have 1 10 and 2 10s and a 4. These are my add-ins. These are easier to add. So I'm going to go ahead and combine my 10s. Four. Okay. So now 10 plus 20 is 30. Okay. So now 30 plus 4, that's easy. 34. Remember, I have to take away what I added to get to my friendly numbers. So 2 and 2 is 4. So I'm going to take 4 away from that 34 that I got, and my final answer is 30. So 8 plus 4 plus 18 is 30. And what was my strategy or your strategy? Hopefully you use making a friendly number. Right? I made friendly numbers for two add-ins. Then I just brought it down and I saw that I had two friendly numbers that I could combine and add. So now putting those together, 10 plus 20 plus 4. When I added those, 10 plus 20 gave me 30, brought down the other add-in, then I added these, gave me 34, but I have to remember, now that I'm at the final stage, I don't need to break anything else down. I can take those add-ins away that I provided in order to make a friendly number. And then I get my final answer. Okay, here's the next one. We have 18 plus 4 plus 18. Okay, using what I know and what strategies I know, I already see two add-ins that are close to those friendly numbers. So I'm going to add up to get to that friendly number. So 18 plus 2, I know that's going to give me 20, but I'm just making my new line so that I'm clear on what I'm adding to. So 18 plus 2, 18 plus 2. So that's going to give me two 10s here and two 10s here. 18 plus 2 is 20, which is two 10s. And 18 plus 2, another 20. Oh, that looks much easier to add now. All right, so now I'm going to combine my 10s, or those 20s. I'm going to add those together. Now I have 40. Once I combine these, I have 40 plus 4. That's easier. So 44 is what I come up with. Remember, I'm not done yet. I have to go and take these away because these were not our original add-ins. I just did that to get to a friendly number. So now I have 44 minus 4, because 2 and 2 are 4. Final answer, 40. All right. And my strategy, making a friendly number. And these equations are harder than the ones we've been doing, right? Because they have 3 add-ins this time. So I really have to be careful and make sure that I'm using the add-ins that will benefit me and bring me to that friendly number. Okay, here's number 3. $28 plus 5 plus 27. All right, these add-ins are getting bigger and bigger. I don't see 2 add-ins that look alike, like down here. So, I'm going to go with my making a friendly number. I'm going to look for add-ins that are close to my friendly number. And I'm going to bring those to, actually, I could do 28 and 27. So let's bring 28 to that friendly number, 30. 5, I'm going to leave alone for now. And I can also bring 27 to a friendly number. It's not that far away. Okay. I want to get 2 add-ins that are the same because adding doubles are always easier also. So 30 plus 5, right? Because 28 plus 2 is 30. And then 27 plus 3 is going to give me another 30. Look at that. 30 plus 30 is going to be very easy to add, which is basically 3 10s and 3 10s, 6 10s. So that's when I combine, it's going to become 60. So let me write that in here that I combined 30 plus 30, right? And now I just have that. So I combined 30 plus 30, I got 60. All I have to bring down now is the 5 because I already added 30 and 30 together. So now 65. And then I'm going to take out what I added on to get to those friendly numbers because that was not part of the original equation. So 65 minus that 3 and 5, which gives me 5. Right? So all I did was take this back out. I know that 3 and 2 is 5. So I took that 5 away to get my final answer of 60. So 28 plus 5 plus 27 is 60. So once again, one of my favorite strategies, making a friendly number, also known as a landmark number, which you've been hearing in our lessons about making hundreds and making thousands. Those landmark numbers are always going to help you add. And I like using them because numbers with 0 are friendlier. So making a friendly number helped me see that adding 2 on to this add-in and adding 3 onto this add-in brought me to those friendly numbers and actually made a double. I combined those, adding them together gave me 60. You add my remaining add-in, 60 plus 5, 65, and take that 3 and 2 back out from that 65. 3 plus 2 is 5, which is how I got this. All right, here's our last one. Let's see if it gets harder. 24 plus 3 plus 48. Okay. 24 plus 3 plus 48. These add-ins, there's high add-ins, there's lower add-ins, there's a small add-in. I'm gonna use my strategy of still making that friendly landmark number because it's easier to add with 0. So let me see what I can bring, or even if I break it apart and add up in chunks, I could do that too. All right, So I'm going to bring this to a friendly number because 48 is close to that landmark number of 50. I only have to go up 2. 24, it's a little, unless I subtract, and I can go backwards, but then I might get confused at the end when I have to take it back out. So maybe I'll just break this addend apart and I'll bring this up to the landmark number. Okay, so 24 plus 3 plus 48. I'm adding in that 2 only because I want to get to a landmark number. So now I'm going to separate 24 out because I know there's 10s in there, and I know that this is going to give me some 10s also. So 24 is 20 plus 4, which is the same thing as 2 10s and 4 1s. So all I did was stretch that out. Then I have plus 3 plus 48 plus 2 gives me 50. Okay. So now I have 2 numbers that look alike. Because I broke apart that number, it helps me see that I have 10s here that I can combine with those 10s and that landmark number that I made. So I'm going to combine 20 and 50 plus 4 plus 3. Okay, this looks easier to add already. So 2 10s and 5 10s, or 20 plus 50, when I add those, gives me 70 plus 4 plus 3. I know that 4, and I count on to 7, or I just know that 4 plus 4 is 8, and take away 1, so doubles plus 1, doubles minus 1 is going to give me 7. So I can say this is going to be 70 plus 7, because when I combine this, it gives me 77. But remember, I'm not done. I brought and counted up those 2 to get to 50. So I have to take this 2 back out from that number. And that's going to leave me with 75. So again, I used that strategy. I actually used 2 strategies because I also broke apart an addend. So I made a friendly number or a landmark number, and I broke apart according to place value, using place value. That's what helped me see that there were 2 10s inside of 24 that I could combine. So taking a look at all of the work, it makes it easier for me to make those friendly numbers. Here it got a little tricky because these addends weren't similar, but I knew that inside of these addends there were 10s, but this is also really close to a landmark number. So I could just bring that one to a landmark number by adding 2. That way it's not too much later for me to take away. That gave me 50. Then I saw that inside of 24, there are also 10s. So I could separate that out into 20 plus 4 because 2 10s is 20 and 4 1s is just 4. This addend, I didn't have to do anything with it. So I left that there. Now I see that I have 2 numbers that were similar and said I can combine these and add them, 20 plus 50. And then those single digits, 4 and 3, I can combine those, making it easier for me to add. Now I have 70 plus 4 plus 3, 70 plus 7, because that 4 plus 3 is 7, gave me 77. But don't forget that I added up 2 to get to that landmark number earlier, so I have to take it back away. So 77 minus 2 gave me 75. All right, mathematicians, go and show off all your strategies. If you have a different strategy that's quicker or faster or easier for you, definitely explain that strategy as well in your Number Talk slides. All right, until next time, bye.